And here is your host, filmmaker, Meosha Bean.
Hey guys, welcome to Creators Today. Today we have a special guest.
Hello, I'm PXRPLE JAZZ. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here. I'm super excited to talk to you. Seen you on Instagram and I was like, oh, man, what you're posting and like you just your vibe is just so cool. And I was like, I just got to talk to her, have to have her on the show. So
thank you so much.
yeah. So tell me, where are you from and like, how was your childhood and what was that like growing up?
Whew, damn girl.
Was that a lot?
It's a lot, yeah. I'm from the Netherlands, Europe.
Right.
A small country. Childhood was rough.
Yeah.
I didn't have like a normal childhood, and I think that made me who I am today. I think I just went through a lot. I had to, grow up very fast when I was young.
Yeah.
And I think that made me realize, okay, I was very focused on my future. I was very focused on, okay, this right now, the way I grow up right now, I don't want anyone or any other kid to go through.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to grow as a person, grow as spiritual being, grow in my career, whatever that may be. I always wanted to be an all-round artist, but whether it's music or creating, it's for me it means more than just creating. There's always more behind it. There's always a story behind it, and I just want to inspire people, to be themselves, to express themselves, even if they come from a back, how do you say it, a background that is not very supportive or so yeah.
I love that.
Yes. Yeah.
So were you like growing up? I mean, I'm sure, I don't know, the Netherlands and all about that world, but is music huge there? Is that a big thing? Or how did you find yourself like falling in love with music? Were you young falling in love with music?
Yes.
Or older?
Yes. I was very young. And I have to give that one to, I think, my roots.
Nice.
I grew up with a lot of cultures, and all the parties were like, I grew up with Latin people, I grew up with Black people, I grew up with Asian culture. So it was like always different types of music: Bollywood, Arabic music, Latin music, traditional African music. It was everything. So when I was a little kid, I already learned through just family parties, to dance to like different types of music and rhythms. And yeah, so that was how I realized that I don't know, I think in a lot of cultures music is just a part of it. And like the Netherlands, it's different because, I mean, if you compare African countries with European countries, the music is totally different. The people are totally different. So yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really
yeah. The funny thing they say here is the Dutch people are very, down to earth and a little bit stiff compared to, other cultures and music and dancing and expressing themselves. So that is very non-Dutch of me.
Yeah, you're totally outside. Like
Yep.
I love that. I love that you have your
Mm-hmm.
own, you're like, no, I'm not going to be boxed in. I'm going to
Yeah.
myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is super empowering and
Yeah,
like,
thank you.
exactly what we need to see. You know what I mean? It's so awesome. So who were some of like your influences like growing up? Like, I mean, or even now, like, is there someone you like, when you got into music, you're like, okay, this is kind of the genre I want to do, or did you already know like the direction you were trying to go, like what kind of music you were going to make?
I've always been into a lot of different genres,
Mm.
and I think my personality is also very diverse.
I love it. I love it.
And that is also what you see and hear in, my music and on my Instagram, and just who I am. It's always been very diverse, and I have never, when people ask me like, what is your genre? I'm like, okay, my main genre is alternative R&B, but I can also do pop music. I can also do Latin music. I can also do a very soulful blues, jazzy kind of music. So it has always been very diverse.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think also the music that I listen, it's not, just one genre. It's
I love it.
all over the place.
I love that.
And yeah.
That's so cool. I wonder, is it competitive like in the music world in the Netherlands? Is it like a lot of people doing music, or is it not that big? So, I mean, because I was like, man, I didn't know where you were from. I was like, I wonder where she's from. I was completely thrown off. Like, but yeah.
There is a huge music scene here in the Netherlands. But I'm just a unicorn, I guess.
I love that.
I'm a unicorn, and even people in the music industry tell me like, Jazz, you are an international artist. You cannot tell that you are from the Netherlands, and I think that's a very big compliment, because that has always been my goal, I guess. As an artist, I was like, from the beginning, I knew that I wanted to go internationally, because that is how I grew up, with a lot of different cultures. And I think it's very important, even if you grew up with just one or two cultures, to even though it's very important to learn about different types of cultures, different people, different lifestyles, even if it's not your thing, or even if it's like, far from where you stand.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why the way I am, it's very diverse and very globally. It's not, you cannot say, oh, she's this way or she's that way. Like,
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you have like have you gone to like, or do you have plans to come to America, like, or maybe, I don't know, California or the big places, where people are doing music, or have you done it yet, or?
Not yet. The thing is, in 2020, I started to release my music for the first time. So I had my debut single. And I had big plans, girl.
I know, right? COVID just came and like shut it down, right?
Oh my God. I was like, okay, I have so many singles, that I wanted to release. And I had like plans to make a visual, like a visual album and different, I just wanted to, do things. And then COVID.
Yeah.
I was like ready to, start doing more festivals, and like I wanted to go to more like LGBTQ clubs, because I had a few connections in Berlin.
Nice.
Because I met a few people there at it was a queer club But I really loved it because it was POC friendly.
Oh, cool.
So, you know, that I just felt very because I don't like to go out at all. I hate
No?
it. I'm like, yeah, no one expects that from me because I'm very I can be very expressive, but I'm an introvert and I'm super calm.
Wow.
But as an artist, I'm just, you know, a different persona. It's like a part of me that I can express, but it's not like private jazz, you know.
I love it.
So when I was there, I was like, oh my God, these people are so, you know, the energy was just there, and I felt safe.
Good.
And I think it's so important to, you know, as a woman, as a queer woman, as a queer person, and also, you know, as a person of color, I don't always feel safe outside. I don't always feel safe. So yeah, it was just a very safe space, and I met other artists, and we connected, and you know, they were like, you should come here, you should perform with us, blah blah blah. So yeah.
Well, soon, hopefully soon, without, you know,
hopefully soon. Yeah, and a lot of people, you know, through Instagram have asked like, when are you coming to the States? I have no idea.
Oh, we can't wait.
Yeah,
We can't wait. It's gonna be
Thank you.
awesome. I mean, I'm just, that was literally my question. Like, how are you like working? I mean, I know it's things are different now with COVID and the stipulations and the rules. Like, how does that look for you? I mean, in music, are you still just?
There has been a shift. Usually I used to go to the studio at least 2 times a week, maybe. I think even almost every day.
Oh, wow.
But
I love that.
But sometimes it was just like 2 times a week, but then it was like the whole day, you know, from morning till, I don't know, midnight. But I am right now I'm graduating.
All right.
Well, almost. So it's been, you know, right now I'm focusing on my graduation, and for the people who don't know, I'm studying at the music academy.
Awesome.
So it's a lot. And I was like, you know what, just take a break from studio sessions, and right now I just focus on writing.
That's great.
So I've just been writing in my room, focusing on new like visual concepts.
Nice.
You know, but it's like, it's different because it's not that I can go to other places to get, you know, inspiration or to connect with people. So I'm like really trying on, you know, social media to connect with people. So yeah, I'm very, you know, grateful that we have this conversation right now.
I am grateful. Thank you. No, this is great. This is awesome. Yeah, you know, I just switching up, you know, switching up a little bit. I think I watched one of your videos that you were like posting like your body positivity videos. I was like, oh my God, yes, that is so amazing. Like, what made you do that? And that is freaking awesome. Like, I freaking love that. Like, I love that you're promoting like love everything like about your body, and I think that is just that's wonderful.
Well, first of all, I'm just being myself, bitches.
Hey, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Period.
And I think, period. And that is what I, you know, want to give people, like, be your fucking self, love yourself, embrace yourself. Even, you know, I don't even think every part of my body is perfect, and that's okay. You don't have to think, like, for example, some people don't like their noses, or some people don't like their big foreheads, or some people don't like their toes. That's fine. You can tell yourself, hey, I don't really, you know, this is not my favorite part of my body, but I still love you.
Right.
It's, people, happiness is internal.
Mhm.
It's not, oh, if I look perfect, then I'll be happy forever. Or, oh, if I love everything about my body because it is flawless, then I will be flawless and I will love myself. That's not how it works. Yeah,
Right.
self acceptance is so important. And
Oh my God, yeah.
I think because a lot of people a lot of people have body shamed me, and
Oh,
just, I don't know, it's just society. If you see how society is trying to make us think that we are not good enough,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and how even now I hear so many people like being insecure, and they are so beautiful and fun and like amazing people, and I like really try to tell them like, hey, you are good the way you are. Embrace that. If we could see, and I can go like very deep into this,
I
but
love it.
I
I
just
love it.
want I just want to give people I just want to make people aware, like, hey, you are enough. You are love, period. Love yourself, even if it's hard sometimes. Don't give up on yourself. And I
Right.
think mental health is very, that's like,
It's
I
huge.
think those are like the basic things to mental health and to prevent mental health issues.
Right.
Um, yeah.
I love that. No, you're right, because we're living in a time, like you said, it's society. They have this,
Hmm.
standard for what beauty is, and that's all a lie,
Yep.
and that's not true. So the fact that I mean, and not just, little girls, but little boys are looking up to you
Hmm.
like, oh man, this is great. I can be whatever I want
Yeah.
to be, and
Hmm.
who cares, as long as you love
Right.
is what's important. So that's
Yeah.
awesome. Do you think that the industry, in the music industry, do you think that things are getting better for women? Like, as far as like, are you getting more opportunities, or is it still kind of just really hard to kind of get noticed because it's run by men?
That's a good question. I think things are getting a little bit better because people speak up now.
Right.
And mostly it's the women who speak up.
Mm-hmm.
But now sometimes I see also, men speak up for women, and then I'm like, yes, that, but that is going to make the change, because um it's the same with everything. Queer people can, fight for queer rights,
Right.
but it's also like the people outside of the LGBTQ community
Yeah.
who need to speak up. It's like, with men should also be feminist. White people should also support, the Black community and the
Yeah.
whole, they should also like speak up against racism, and that is
Change things.
how you change things. it's
Yeah.
it's all about unity, and um be there for each other.
Yes. Yeah.
And the people um who have it a little bit harder,
Mm-hmm.
like, the it's like, try to help them.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, you're right. Because that's how things are going to change if we can't do it just separately.
Yeah.
Like, we have
Yeah.
to, it's like that Rihanna thing that she said, that speech. She was like, yeah, you guys got white friends, people from all over the world kind of friends. Tell them to pull up to
Right. Pull
it's like,
up.
I was like, yes, yes,
Pull the
he's right.
fuck up, period.
Right.
Yeah. Mm.
All right, a fun question. If there was a biopic based on your life, who would play you?
A biopic.
Yeah, like if a movie, there was a movie being made about you, and you had
Mm-hmm.
you had to have someone star as play you, who would you have play you?
Oh my God. I don't know. Wait, let me think. I really have to think about that because the thing is,
I know it's a hard one. It's a hard one.
That's a hard one. You know what? And I'm thinking about actresses who could like really, right now I'm thinking about Zendaya because she's very diverse and with looks, it's not that we look alike, but she has also that,
that vibe.
A vibe. She could be very weird, but also very vocal. She's also like very diverse.
Yeah.
That's
awesome. Well, that's a good answer. I like it.
Yeah.
Good answer. So do you have anything that you're like working on right now that you'd like to, tell us about, or, what is it that you're working on that you'd like to share?
Right now I'm just working on new concepts and looking to, making new plans to release music because I had this whole 2-year plan. I had to,
replan.
I had to replan it 10,000 times. Then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a break.
Take a break
from replanning, and I'm just focusing on, other things. And now I'm just like, okay, I'm taking a break from that right now.
That's okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Any advice that you would like to give to anyone that wants to get into the music industry, and what advice would you give that person?
Know what you want to say and know what your story is. I see a lot of upcoming artists who are working very hard and who have like very dope music but are not working on their brand as an artist, because as an artist you're a brand. So it's very important to make that think about every detail, think about what makes your story strong and how can you show yourself, because sometimes you just have a few minutes with an interview or with music. It's like these are all little parts, and people need to understand, even if it's like 1 minute that they see or hear from you.
Right. Oh, I love that. That's great. It's great advice.
Yeah.
Well, and also last question, where can people find you on social media and all that good stuff?
Okay, so of course my artist name is PXRPLE JAZZ, so you can just write that down. My Instagram is JazzOfficial, and through my Instagram you can also find my in my bio my link tree, and there you can find all my links is like Spotify, iTunes. These are
I whatever a little bit. Stalked you.
Yeah. I saw your Instagram story. I just followed you on TikTok.
Oh, cool. Okay, I gotta follow you back.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to get back on the whole TikTok thing. It's hard. I'm old. I don't know how to quite do it right. I'm trying my best. We'll see.
You have to figure out. Give it time. Give it some time.
All right.
Oh, for everyone, by the way, you can also find me on TikTok and Facebook, just PXRPLE JAZZ.
It's lit.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure. It was great talking to you. You were amazing, and I can't wait to see what you have down the pipeline. And keep in touch.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Well, guys, there you have it. Another episode. And until next time, always remember to live, love, laugh. Bye, guys.